Greed has taken over the world, bro. Like, it has taken over the world and just destroyed it, man. I mean, this whole world is built off greed, man. Like, everything you can think of is built off greed and the power of just owning everything and wanting more and just wanting to be powerful than other people and not having morals and standards and principles and all these things. um Greed has definitely like destroyed the world, and this system is based off greed. Capitalist society, capitalism, it's not meant to bring people together. It's not meant to bring communities. It's meant to divide people. It's meant for people to slave, you know, their time away and never get it back in return, right? To make you feel like you're a smart person for working hard, to make you feel like you're a valued person for working hard, but in reality, that's the lie that they're selling. And I actually do want to make a video about why working hard is the biggest lie that they sell to you, right? But we're gonna talk about how greed is, the killer of the society, which is, right now. And honestly, bro, it really is sad to see that, like, when we see people who have money and all these things, right? You be thinking, I think to myself, like, oh, yo, you have all this money, all this power, right? All this influence, but yet you decide to not make no change in this world. But yet you still decide to just allow this world to be what it is, right? Instead of create new innovations that actually not only help this world but benefit your life as well, right? Because at the end of the day, that's what this world needs. Is this world needs people to come together. If this world can have people who could just come together, I'm telling you, this world will be so much of a better place. But the fact that people only care about themselves, majority of people are narcissists, right? They only care about themselves. They want the most money for themselves. They want everything from themselves. So it never gets to the point where we people society can move in a direction where it's becoming more community based, because everybody just wants um something from somebody else, right? They always want something that they can gain from. Like, even the dating conversations, right? It's based off materialistic things. What can I gain from being with you? Like, I can't talk to you because you don't have this amount of money, right? It's all these topics. It's just all about money. But and that's the sad part about it, because no one really cares about the individual at hand. They don't care about the characteristics of people no more, right? They don't care about things that are deeper than the surface, things that are actually have depth and meaning and kindness and all these things, right? And it's crazy how the game Monopoly is really what shows it all. Like, that game, like, it's so funny because obviously when I'm a kid, I don't really look into things like that, right? But as you get older, you start realizing all these movies and shows and all these things you used to watch as a kid and play the board games. It starts to make sense now. Like, you realize, like, oh shit, like, this game was trying to tell me something. This movie was trying to tell me something, and you see it for what it is. Because majority of these, even, I don't even care about politics, right? I don't care about that shit. But even that, the government, all this money, all these things that these people have, right? And yet they still choose not to help nobody, because it's like it's never enough. It's never enough for nobody, right? It's never enough for them. They will continue to keep taking and taking and taking and finding ways to manipulate the society and finding ways to just um, suppress people, right? And it really is sad how that's the game of the system that we're all in. Like, we didn't ask to be here. We didn't ask to play by the rules, but somehow everybody just decided to play by the rules. So everyone's just gonna randomly play by the rules and then question the rules. Right? And then when you do try to question the rules or not play against the rules, then you're in trouble, right? And you can't tell me that's not slavery at that point. Greed is literally the definition of just Like it's literally just crazy just thinking about how this is literally the world we live in. I really don't even understand this. I really don't. And social media is, it has its, pros and cons, but it sucks how like there's a lot of content creators out there that don't even care about stuff like this, right? They just because I mean I guess they're making their money. They don't want to get involved with all this shit. They don't want to risk losing sponsorships and brand deals and all this shit. I guess, but I mean, if I know for me, like when I get that platform, I'm not gonna just be the guy that just focus on creating content. Like, of course, everything I do is gonna be content anyways, right? Me talking about the truth and making this world better, that's still content to me anyways. All right. I may not talk about politics because I don't care about that shit, right? All that shit is fake. But things like, what I'm talking about, like how the 9 to 5 in the system and all these things that the people are doing, I would talk about that because it's really sad how that's still a norm. It's a norm. I don't want to get so like deep into this, but all I'm saying is that you guys got to protect yourself, right? There's a lot of people in this world that don't care about you, right? A lot of people don't give a fuck, and a lot of people are like, most of people's characteristics are based off greed and power and control, and you gotta be very smart and very self-aware to to see that coming, because a lot of people move like that. Trust me, this world is evil. It's not sunshines and rainbows, right? We can act like there's good people in this world. There definitely is, right? I think people are good. People, not everybody's good. People, like most humans, us, we're good and bad, right? There's never in between. But most people, some people at least, really don't give a fuck, and they're like on that bad side where morals and standards and principles, like, it's just who gives a fuck, right? So you really gotta watch your back and just be careful, because they don't give a fuck. They don't care. But with that being said, hope you all having a good day, and do whatever you're going through, just keep doing your thing, and I see you all in the next video. Peace out.